Hey man, how's it going?
It's going great. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Happy morning.
Yeah, well, afternoon now.
Happy Saturday.
So what's the weather like where you are?
It's getting towards warm. It's like
Okay.
52 today, I guess.
Okay, I'm in a blizzard right now.
Are you really?
Yes.
That's rough.
So I normally weather talk would be quite boring, but it's it's quite unseasonable here right now. So
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I mean, there's more apartments available in Boston.
Well, Minnesota, I would say, is not doing a great job in enticing anyone to stick around here, but I'm sure in a matter of weeks it'll be beautiful and we'll all have forgotten about this blizzard.
Sure. Cool. So how are things?
Things are going well. I started to jot down some notes about what happened this week, and I filled up a page. So, yeah, stuff's been moving.
I imagine.
Yeah,
You're unencumbered.
yeah, it feels good. I mean, and I will say the days where I ship things feel the best, and then days where I don't, I kind of sometimes get in that trough of like, I feel like I haven't been productive lately. So, it's kind of funny how the ups and downs happen like that. But yeah, it feels like things are moving in the right direction still. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen some good stuff come out, so
Yeah.
it seems positive.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of run through some of these. One thing I've been wanting to do for a while is get some kind of landing page set up. Like I don't have anything on a level domain right now. I'm pretty much driving everyone to my personal website where I'm blogging and where the manifesto lives right now. I've been meaning to kick off a design project with Steve to get some of the kind of the visual identity beyond just the logo put together for a landing page. But I decided just to get something out there sooner, even sooner than that, I decided to set up a landing page on Product Hunt. They have a new product, I think it launched last fall, called Ship, and it basically lets you set up a landing page that is pretty like stock. Like you don't have a whole lot of customization options, but it looks like a little chat thing, and it pops up and says, "Hi, my name is whatever, and this is my product, and click this button to subscribe." And the cool thing is like it hooks into Product Hunt, obviously. So if you're logged in, then you can just one click opt in, and then it shows like a little bit of social proof. It has the number of subscribers who have opted in. So I imported my existing list into there just so it was all populated. And so it kind of entices people that if it looks like things are going on, I think it entices people to click the button too. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Does it have like Zapier integration or Drip integration or something to get your data over there?
So that was interesting, actually. It does have like webhook integrations, and they talk about having a Zapier integration. And I clicked the button to activate that, and they're like, "Oh, you need to be on the Super Pro plan." And I'm like, "Okay, what's that going to cost me?" And I looked, and it was like $200 a month if you sign up for an annual plan, or it's like $250 a month if you go month to month. So it's hefty. I suspect that they are maybe targeting the funded startups and maybe larger companies who want to do smaller product launches on Product Hunt or something. That pricing model's not super bootstrapper friendly. So
Yeah, I like the boldness of it.
good for them if it's working out well. You know, that's a nice price point. I can export subscribers from there. So ones who come into that list will just sit there until I export them and import them into Drip. So just requires a little bit of manual work. Yeah.
Okay. So is that up and live then?
That is up and live. I just was like fiddling with DNS today to get a redirect over there. So if you go to upcoming.level.space, it should resolve to that. Definitely by the time this episode airs.
Yeah, actually right now it's working for me.
Cool.
Cool. It looks legit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting. It tells you even some specific people who signed up to hear about it.
Yeah, and I suspect if you're logged in, and it might even show people who are connected to you. So it it knows who your network is. When I logged in and after I imported the list, it showed obviously like follower count on Product Hunt. And I think it enriched the data a little bit. Like I think they use Clearbit. So that's kind of cool. Like
Yeah,
a little bit of free data enrichment. I'll never complain about that.
totally. That is nice.
Yeah. The other thing I was hoping for this too, which I think will probably play out well, is when I do get close to actually launching, I may have to turn on a pro account for this, but I think you can basically promote your upcoming product, and then you can like control the official launch date on Product Hunt. because I know in the past, like when I had Code Tree, someone threw it up on Product Hunt before I was ready. And I know that's a pretty common thing that can happen. So I was like, oh, I guess we're launching today. So I think this gives you a little bit more control. And I don't know, I feel like if you're already like a paying Product Hunt member, maybe that like helps with just overall like exposure on the platform. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Seems like they built a nice little business model for themselves.
Yeah, it's funny. Like when I looked at like the first thing I was marked as a maker on, it was Code Tree, and it was like 4 years ago. So they've been around quite a while. I didn't even realize that. I felt like it was just last year or something. But
I'm totally not up on Product Hunt. Like I still don't even think of it as being a thing, but I think it's way more popular than I am aware of.
Yeah. And it definitely felt like in the early days, like it was there's a lot of arbitrage there. There were like a lot of early adopter type of folks hanging around on there, and there wasn't that much activity. So when you got good exposure on there, it was like a good crop of people to be in front of. And I think that's definitely still true today, but there's a lot more activity on there now. So harder to get heard above the noise, I think. So yeah, I got that set up, which is good. And item number 2 is I published a blog post this week, building level number 2, and this one is all about the tech stack. And yeah, it's felt good to get that one out. I wanted to sort of summarize my rationale, my reasons for why I'm choosing particular technologies, and kind of my thought process behind it. So that was a fun one to promote, and got a nice little bump again in subscribers. I think like 60 or so new subscribers off of that promotion. So yeah,
that's pretty legit.
Yep. And in tandem with that, I also pushed live our pairing session from last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And that seemed to get some love on social too.
Yeah, that went really well. I had a good time doing that.
Good.
Yeah, I'm not surprised people liked it. I actually talked to somebody, a friend of mine who had seen it, and he said it's nice to have somebody who doesn't know GraphQL so well, or like some of the technologies used so well, because I could sort of be the beginner and ask the beginner questions.
Yep, totally. Yeah. I think we should do another one of those soon if you're up for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely up for it.
One thing that was interesting, I started looking into the metrics a little bit that YouTube exposes, and I kind of wish they went a level deeper, and maybe I'm missing something, but they do show like average play time. So like how many minutes total has the videos been watched versus how many viewers. And as you might expect, the percentages are pretty low.
Yeah, it's probably depressing.
Yeah. So I don't know if it counts like if people kind of jump around. Like sometimes I do that where I'll just skip ahead and kind of look for parts that are interesting. It's kind of hard to know based on what I've seen so far what people are actually doing, but it's like somewhere between 8 and 12% of the total videos being watched.
I mean, it was a long video. I mean, I think it was an hour and a half or something.
Yeah. So one thing I'm interested in doing potentially is like trying to record some things that are a bit more bite-sized, like 10 minutes or something, and see how engagement is on that, and just whether people are interested in that. I haven't heard a lot of like feedback from people directly, just some like encouraging comments on some of the videos. So hard to know if people are actually watching them or if they just kind of like are happy in theory that these things are being published,
Yeah, totally. I bet there's some of that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my courses where people would sign up and be like, "Oh, I'm so excited," and then never download it.
Right.
I haven't looked at those numbers, but I have I've heard from a number of people that make info product type things. It's like, yeah, you'll notice that like 60% of people download the thing, and 40% never even just get it.
Yeah. So funny how that happens, but I don't know. I guess like it does serve its purpose, even if people don't watch all the way through. Like just the fact that they know that this is being put out, and I'm kind of building this trust with the community, and it's there if they ever want to watch it. Maybe people are bookmarking it or putting it on their watch later list. I mean, I certainly wouldn't have time to like watch a whole one of those during my work day. Like that would probably not be the best use of time. So
exactly, yeah. People might come back to it.
Yeah,
we could also just make fake videos and fake info products.
Just like record, a few minutes real, and then like fill in the rest with dead air or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you sell it, and like most people, like 60% of people say, "Hey, this isn't anything." You go, "Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry," and you refund it, and then 40% just keep the money.
That'd be hilarious. Weren't you talking about like putting an Easter egg in the middle of your course or something?
I've been talking about a lot of shenanigans for a long time. So that sounds like something I would say, yeah.
Totally a Ben Orenstein thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, and I also spun up a Twitter account for Level, and we had talked about this a little bit, like different handle names, and one of the things that was really getting to me is like I don't want to be misnamed, like the whole get drip type of scenario. So we had talked about Level Teams, which is, a nice, pretty concise one, but also probably prone to the same problem. I ended up going with Powered by Level, because I don't think anyone will ever call me Powered by Level.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a little lengthier than I would have liked, but I think it's all right.
Yeah. I don't think the length of the Twitter handle matters so much.
Yeah. Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much the bulk of my updates.
Have you pushed forward development more?
Yeah. So I've built a few more small things, but I'm sort of feeling like a little guilty about building too much backend without doing front end. So I've been kind of splitting my time between writing a little backend code and then trying to get some design stuff nailed down. I'm trying to figure out the right approach for who to show like mockups to and how much effort I should put into that versus just starting to build it out. It doesn't feel totally clear to me. It would be nice to get some feedback, but I also don't want to waste a lot of time in the mocking phase. So
are you still meeting with people or doing calls with people?
Those have pretty much concluded. I had two more left, and I actually sent them a Google form to fill out, just because I was like, a few of them landed on a day where like something came up. I had to pick up a friend from the hospital or something, and like was like, rather than rescheduling this, I'm just going to send it an async form and see how that works out.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth getting feedback on the mockups from other people?
Well, my concern is that I'm going to hear like, oh yeah, looks good, looks cool, interested to see that, as a real thing. Like if it's that type of feedback, then that's not super helpful. So my worry would be I spend too much time on making something presentable to show people only to get that type of feedback, Did any of the people that you talked to in that first round seem particularly savvy and like your ideal kind of customer, so that you could have kind of a smaller feedback group that you were more confident would give you good feedback? Actually, definitely, yes. There were a few, I could think of probably 4 or 5 who were maybe like some of them were founders, I think. Another guy was like a product manager. Like he was sort of the mind of a product person, but also like aware of the problems with chat and stuff. So yeah, I think there is a core in there that I could probably tap.
That might be worth exploring.
Yeah. And maybe something lower fidelity too, not like a high fidelity mockup.
I bet you're right that you'll mostly get people saying, yeah, that's cool, it seems good. But maybe you'll get some surprising things like, oh, this isn't at all what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if it's all positive, then that's not necessarily a bad thing. That just means like I don't have any reason to believe I'm off track right now, but someone could give me a reason to believe I am. So it's probably worth at least attempting. Yeah.
I still sort of want you to try charging people and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Or like collecting some prepayments.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, look, now I have mockups. If I make this, will you buy it? P.S. Can you buy it now? If you're getting mostly positive feedback and yeses from people so far, maybe you're not pushing it quite hard enough, Maybe you could be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something to consider. I mean, now that I do have, like, I know that maybe about half of the people I talk to are decision makers. The other half are just like, developers on the team who wouldn't necessarily have decision-making power. So I could probably circle back with at least some of those decision makers and push them for some cash.
Yeah, I don't think it would do much harm. I think you would get some no's, and those no's would be illuminating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Potentially. So
if I'm putting myself in their shoes, it would probably be like, well, we really want to try it out. And I don't know, like there's a lot of switching costs to actually switching to something new. So like we would want to test it out first before committing financially. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's probably what most people will say, but I bet I wouldn't be surprised if there were a couple that were like, we really want this. We want this to happen. And so like, we're going to throw cash at you to help make sure this actually happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those are the people I think that will give you the best and most interesting feedback later on.
Mm-hmm. Good point. Fair point. Yeah. All right. I will consider that at least.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for the consideration.
You bet. I think that's all the level updates. Yeah.
Okay. I actually just have a short update, which is I've decided I am going to MicroConf.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
So you can sort of blame Adam. He convinced me in the end. He messaged me and it was like, hey, are you still on the fence? And I was like, yeah, this. He's like, shut up, just do it. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
That's good. Maybe I should have just said that last time. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, there are a bunch of people I want to see. It's maybe not exactly right for me where I am in this phase, but I don't want to let the relationships that I do have and have been building die because they're just so valuable and I like these people and you never know how, what could come of it. So it felt like putting myself at MicroConf opened up the best set of interesting future possibilities. And I was like imagining in my head, like, oh, well, it's not a lot of notice to give to the day job, and that's too bad. And they might be mad about that. No, they weren't at all. They didn't care. So it was just like imagined conflict in my head and, some really good reasons to go do it. So I'm glad I decided to do it.
Well, good. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you in person then.
Likewise.
Yeah.
We could try to do a pod, an in-person pod while we're out there.
We should do it.
Never done it before, right?
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah. I can bring my little tiny mic.
Cool. Do you have? Is it like an omnidirectional type of mic? That
I think it's by Blue, that same Blue company.
Okay.
But it plugs into. It has like a lightning adapter, so it plugs right into a phone.
So very cool.
Just and it weighs 2 ounces, which is appeals to my ultralight travel person style.
Travel. Yep. Cool.
So yeah. So I'm pumped. I have to book a hotel, but other than that, I'm good. Got my flights.
Good.
Going. It's happening.
Yeah. No, there's going to be a good crew there. I mean, Steve Shoger's going to be there. Adam,
nice.
Of course. I think I actually met Steve in person last year. I think he was there too, but I just don't remember. Like it was a evening party or something, and so it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm psyched.
Nice.
We should hang.
Yeah.
Was the last time I saw you in person at MicroConf last year?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been talking about trying to like visit each other's towns, but which we should still make happen. I still want to get out to Boston for sure.
Yeah, it's hard to appreciate how tall you are over this this medium.
I know. For
those that can't see, Derrick is 4'11".
You'd never know from the voice.
He was tall. He was the sound of a tall person, but in person, very, very small.
No, I think we're actually the same height. You're 6'5", right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always shocks me when someone else is my height because it doesn't happen that often. So it's like, what is this guy doing over here? It kind of like annoys me almost. Yeah,
I was sitting at this venue the other day, and this guy walked by, and I was like, "That is a tall gentleman." And I actually asked, "This is not something I normally do," but he just like glanced over at me, and I'm like, "How tall are you?" And he's like, 6'11". I'm like, yes. Like I'm 6'5", and I rarely look up, so I know that like. I always have to ask.
Yeah. I mean, there are times where like someone walks by and I'll say to my friend, like, am I as tall as that guy? And they're like, yeah. It's like, damn, Jesus, that's ridiculous. That guy looks like a monster.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah. Oh, well. Because of that, I booked some fancy flights, which is nice. I've just decided that for any trip of reasonable length, the cost of upgrading to more legroom, more business class or whatnot, that's just what it's going to cost me to do it. I'm just going to pretend that economy does not exist. Whatever, if I can swing it.
Yeah, get those exit rows or
yeah. I'm trying JetBlue Mint this time.
Oh, nice.
Which is their fancy. I guess JetBlue added basically a business class section on some of their flights that are longer.
Very cool.
So going direct from Boston, which is beautiful.
Nice. I don't think I've ever flown JetBlue. Actually, they must not be out of Minneapolis.
Interesting. Yeah, no, they're pretty solid.
Oh, cool. Them. Good to know.
Yeah. So, yeah, that might be it.
Cool. We can wrap it. Short one. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. We both got stuff going on.
All right.
Cool. Well, as always, show notes.
Show notes can be found at artofproductpodcast.com.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See ya.